That's right.
And in these states, all of our lives matter.
Including yours.
We are one race, and that's the human race. And the only color President Trump sees is green.
Ching.
And he wants you to have some of it. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. So get over it. Stop crying like a baby and a little bitch. You mad, that come off. That is him trying to tell you that Trump's a ball. He's a baller, a shot caller. I hope he builds that damn wall till he taller. Build that wall, build it tall, protect us all before this country falls. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Now you can go around acting like that Trump. Take a look in the mirror. You just got strong. So you tell your fans to draw a line in the sand to make a choice between you and him, like you the man. So let me tell you something that you really need to know. A lot of your fans vote for Trump, so maybe you need to go. So tell the NFL they should stand up and still a kneeling on the flag trying to pull us up. And they can take a knee and kneel during halftime, but don't do it on our watch time or our time. It's sad that you had to use racism to make a connect, but with our rhyme, we're just keeping you in check.
Ooh, y'all.
Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president.
Part 2.
Now we don't care if you black, white, or pinstripe. If you are a Republican or Democrat. If you are a liberal or conservative. If you are gay or straight. If you are an American citizen. In case you don't know. In case you forgot. In case you suffering from amnesia. Guess what? Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. So take a look around and what do you see? The same old bullshit staring back at you and me.
The Senate, the Congress, the Democrat side, some in the Republican camp, it's all the same guy.
To all the haters, the race baiters, the agitators, and the demonstrators.
Even the ones that want to leave cause they're really whack. Pack your coat, pack your hat, don't you come back.
And when the president decided to drain the swamp to benefit people even if you're in a dump.
Lower taxes, more money, jobs from overseas, immigration enforcement, no more freebies.
Believe that and don't forget it.
Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's a baller, baby. He's your president. He's your president. And he's gonna win again. He's your president. He's your president. It's about time that you melted down snowflakes. Take a seat, listen up, dip it up with some tape. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president.
Because Trump is the man with the master plan, and all he wants to do is make America great again.
Oh, yes. Boom, baby. Boom. Trump's your president. Trump is your president. I want you to go to trumpsyourpresident.com. Trumpsyourpresident.com. Y-O-Y-O, yo. Trump's yo trumpsshowpresident.com is where I want you all to go. Download the song, use it as a ringtone. You all add it to your playlist so you can get your boogie on. That's what I want you all to do. Okay? All right. Welcome, you all. Welcome to the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live Show. I'm your host, Silk, and you're my co-host, my Diamond Dream Team. And as Diamond would always say, it takes a team to build a dream. So I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Be sure to like and share this broadcast, this podcast. I want you to share it everywhere and let them know that Silk is on the air. All right. Let them know that I'm on the air, you all, because tonight we're going to be talking about how the Trump administration officially terminated the U.S. aid. Yes. He officially terminated the U.S. aid. I'm going to be talking about some more stuff concerning that big, beautiful bill. I know a lot of stuff is going on, and they're still trying to vote on this thing and so forth, y'all. So we'll talk a little bit more about all of that. But share, because sharing is caring. And if you care about your constitutional rights, if you care about more money in your pocket, if you care about your Second Amendment right, you will stop what you're doing and you will share. All right. Don't forget to download the Vocal app and the Lindell TV app. It's two different apps and it's absolutely free. Download those apps so that you can stay updated and informed. Okay, that's what I want you all to do. Shout out to my chat line. I see my chat line. Let me know where you're watching the show from. Okay, let me know where you're watching the show from. Do not put your whole full address there in the chat because I can't come to your house. All I need is just your state. Your state will work just fine. Your city, your state, that's fine too. Okay, let me know where you are watching the show from. Let me see who's in the house. Now, got North Carolina that's in the house. We got Fort Worth, Texas that's in the house. Ozark Mountain that's in the house. Yeah, I got California is in the house. Las Vegas is in the house. Illinois is in the house. Alabama is in the house. Hey, baby. Hey, sweetheart. Who else is in the house? Somebody said Florida. On my uncomfortable lounge chair from Big Lots. You might need to get on the floor then. Find you somewhere comfortable so you can watch me, okay? All right, from coming in from Florida. New Jersey is in the house. Yes. Who's that? We have Republicans voting no with the Democrats. Yeah. Honey, we'll talk about that. Mississippi is in the house. Welcome, y'all. Welcome so much. I truly do appreciate it. Arlington, Virginia is in the house. San Antonio, Texas is in the house. Yes. New Mexico, is in the house. South Georgia is in the house. Yes, darling. Yes. Thank you all so much for being in the house with Silk. I truly do appreciate it. Yes, I surely do. Now, shout out to Lindell TV, RSBN Network, Blessed News Network, Diamond and Silk Network. Thank you all so much for allowing the show to stream live on your platform. Thank you so much. Hey, I see you, Louisiana and East Central Illinois and Ozark. I see y'all in the house. Yes, it popped up in the house. Let me see if anybody else popped up in the house. Did you pop up in the house? Anybody else? Florida? Florida just popped in. Another Florida just popped in. Indiana, Guam, USA, Indiana. I see you all coming up in the house. Thank you all so much. Now, the show is sponsored by MyPillow.com. You all, we can get the MyPillow 2.0, the My Mattress Topper 2.0, the sheets, the slippers, the towels, the loungewear, and so much more right there at MyPillow.com. Be sure to use promo code DIAMOND or promo code Trump1. Also, you all, the show is sponsored by My Coffee at MyStore.com. I always say that the best part to waking up is not being woke, but being awake with my coffee. So don't be hasty. Go on over there and get you something tasty right there at mystore.com. Be sure to use promo code Diamond or promo code Trump1. Because guess what, y'all? Trump won. All right. The show is also sponsored by patchthat.com. These are the LifeWave patches. It's a patented technology that reflects your own energy light back into your body. No plugs, no socket, no machines. are necessary is needed, you all, because all you need is the patch. The patch is no medicine, no drugs. I don't know what it is with you human beings. Y'all love to be stimulating around here. Y'all like for stuff to just go all up in your body and just make you feel woozy and oozy. But these patches don't do that at all. It's a photo light therapy, okay? It's photo light therapy. So give the body what it needs, and keep in mind that these patches are money back guaranteed, and you can use it on your animals as well, all right? All right. Listen, the show is also sponsored by diamondandsilkstore.com. That's diamondandsilkstore.com. We still have more of the Diamond and Silk bobblehead memorabilia, okay, you all, in observance of our 10-year anniversary. I want you to be part of history. Allow history to sit in your presence, okay? I'm giving it to you for $10. $10 at diamondandsilkstore.com, all right? In the words of Mr. Mike Lindell, once they're gone, they're gone. So you go ahead on and get yours now, huh? Get it right now while they are available, okay? diamondandsilkstore.com. And while you're at diamondandsilkstore.com, you'll see a button there that says Dr. Artist. Click on Dr. Artist. Yep, I want you to click on Dr. Artist, and I want you to get the biodefense, yep, the foreign protein, and the EDTA. I want you to get those three items, and you can get whatever else you want to, but those are my three go-to, okay? Because there's a war out here. It's a bio war out here, all right? All right? And you want to be prepared for this here thing, all right? You got to put, not only do you have to have on the whole armor of God, but you got to have on the whole armor of herbs. Yes, yes, yes. God natural order. The leaves of the trees is for the healing of the nation, baby. So that's what you got to have. Huh? Yep, your defense is what you got to have. Also, while you're at diamondandsilkstore.com, visit Dr. Stella. Yes, visit Dr. Stella. If you are in need of ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine, I want you to visit Dr. Stella. Just click on that button. Yeah. And even if you ain't in need of it, just get it and have it, just in case. Because Dr. Stella wants you to be prepared and not scared. That's right. That's right. All right. Get your ivermectin, your hydroxychloroquine. And if you would like to be an affiliate of Dr. Stella, you will see a button that says join Dr. Stella affiliate program. Join the program, you all, so that whenever you make your referrals to other people, then you can get a kickback. Hell, everybody else around here getting kickbacks. Why not you? Okay. All right. That's diamondandsilkstore.com. Also, special shout out and thank you to the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live monthly contributors, to everyone who's mailed in their contributions or a simple note. Thank you so, so much. I truly, truly do appreciate it. And if you would like to become a one-time contributor or become a monthly contributor of the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live show, go to supportdiamondandsilk.com. Supportdiamondandsilk.com. All right. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, send them to diamondandsilk@gmail.com. That's what I want you all to do. All right. All right. Now look, let's go ahead on and get on into this here, you all. It's so much to cover, but I'm going to cover what I can. All right. All right. All right. Now, I understand that the Trump administration has officially terminated U.S. aid. All of those funds that was just going out the door has officially been terminated. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Everybody need to be shouting around here. You know how you be in them churches and everything, the pastor say something and everybody just starts shouting? Oh, yes. We need to be praising the Lord around here that President Trump terminated the fraud. Yeah, terminated the money laundering. He terminated it. Yep. It's been terminated. So Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced Tuesday that the U.S. Agency for International Development, USA, that's what they call it, international. How you going to be sitting there developing somebody else's nation while yours looking like an asshole country? You're using our money to develop somebody else's nation. But anyway, okay. Agency for International Development, which is USA, would no longer be sending foreign assistance across the globe, marking a formal end to the agency's funneling of funds to leftist socialist programs and non-governmental organizations. Oh, this is a blessing, you all. Oh, this is a blessing, you all. Yes, 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 yes. Because see, when I hear these people talking about the deficit, oh my God, the deficit this, the deficit that. Yeah. This gonna help lower the deficit because we ain't got all this money going out to different places that is not benefiting American people. When announcing the shift on Tuesday, Rubio stated that U.S. aid had for decades funneled money to programs that did not advance the interests of the United States. Any programs that the Trump administration wishes to continue will be handled directly by the State Department, Rubio announced. Beyond creating a globe spanning NGO industry, complex at taxpayers' expense, U.S. aid has little to show since the end of the Cold War. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Since the end of the Cold War, they have little to show for this right here, you all. Ooh. Development. Development objectives have rarely been met. Instability has often worsened, and anti-American sentiment has only grown, the secretary wrote in the press release. So they just kept, when they realized they had no oversight, these bastards continue to create NGOs, non-governmental organizations for this, non-government organizations for that, at taxpayers' expenses. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay. He went on to say this era of government sanctioned inefficiency has officially come to an end. Under the Trump administration, we will finally have a foreign funding mission in America that prioritizes our national interests. As of July 1st, USA would officially cease to implement foreign assistance programs that align with administration policies and with advanced American interests will be administered by the State Department, where they will deliver with more accountability, strategy, and efficiency, he continued. Let me stop right there and just say this right here. We can't take care of nobody else's house while our house look the way it look. Huh? What I look like if I'm living in a shack, all right, and it have holes all in the wall. The paint is just chipped all off. Rats and roaches running everywhere at my little shack. But I take my money, my time, my energy, and go down the street to my neighbor's house and start investing in a house that ain't even mine. I will look like a fool, a starnated fool is exactly what I will look like. Now, starnated you are, that's how my mama used to say it. That's how my mama used to say it. She will call you a starnated fool in a minute. Yeah, I will look just like a starnated fool down there over there at my neighbor's house, investing in them, buying cans of Raid for their house when I need Raids and rat traps for my house. Huh? Yeah. Now I'm over there painting their walls. Yes, I'm I'm purchasing the paint to paint my neighbor's walls while my walls at my little shack, my walls needs to be painted. Oh, whoa. This is ridiculous as to what these people have done to our country, and they need to be held accountable for it. They need to be held accountable for all of the money that they've spent out. Their property need to be seized. Yes. The money out of their bank account need to come back into our treasury. Yes, for the taxpayers. Yeah, they need to be held accountable, indicted, and convicted for the way that they've stolen our wealth. That's exactly what needs to happen. The move comes after the Department of Government Efficiency, which is DOGE, thoroughly gutted U.S. aid as part of the Trump administration's initiative to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse in the federal government. All right. President Trump previously listed a number of the most absurd programs that were receiving U.S. aid funding in a speech back in February. Where's the money being spent, right? That's what Trump began to say. Yeah. before launching into a breakdown of taxpayer dollars following overseas and into obscure projects. You know, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We got people hollering and screaming about the deficit, about the budget, but money has been wasted through fraud. Oh. One of the most staggering figures, 520 million for what Trump described as environmental study, related to environmental study and governance, ESG investment in Africa. Now they over there studying you all the environment over there, while our environment stink because people is boo-booing in the streets. Yeah, this is crazy. This is $520 million. Y'all, this is crazy. President Trump said, I've always been one that paid a lot of attention for my environmental studies. But you know, I paid like $50,000, not $520 million, he joked. Other eyebrow-raising expenditures included $40 million for social and economic inclusion of migrants, okay, sedentary migrants. 42 million for John Hopkins to drive social and behavior change in Uganda, and 70 million to fund a research center in Purdue University focused on developmental challenges among hundreds of similar bizarre programs. You all, somebody gonna have to be held accountable here. 40 million for social and economic inclusion of migrants, of illegal aliens. On March 11th, Rubio announced that the State Department have completed a 6-week review and would cancel more than 80% of the agency's programs, or 5,200 of USAID's 6,200 programs, according to Fox News. Okay, all right. Now, understand, former president, they call him former president, George W. Bush and Barack Hussein Obama have most recently heavily criticized the closure of USAID, which was established to deliver aid globally. Okay? Yeah, I wonder, is Barack referring to the $1.7 billion in cash that was sent over there to Iran? Is that the type of aid that Barack Hussein Obama's talking about? Yeah. Hell, I don't know what George W. Bush is talking about, but all of the damnable stuff that this old bastard done did too. Yeah, we don't talk much about him. He's like a thing of the past. But in the past, USAID employed about 10,000 workers, many of whom worked abroad, according to the BBC reporting. Okay, so these people worked abroad. We got American citizens here that needs help right here in America, but you got people working abroad, 10,000 working abroad. What they working for? Laundering the money back, into these politicians' pockets. That's the work that they were doing. Many people are asking whether the shutdown of U.S. aid contributed to the current financial woes of the DNC, especially in light of its ironic timing. The revelation of U.S. aid's money laundering and political kickback practices alarmed many lawmakers. Oh, it did? It did? You see all this money going out the door. Ain't nobody complaining about the budget. Ain't nobody complaining about the deficit, the debt ceiling being raised. Ain't nobody complaining, but now the lawmakers is alarmed. What kind of laws was you making against these people funneling American tax dollars? What kind? Since we as citizens are no longer supporting its insane funding of leftist ideology, these changes will eventually result in a decrease in our taxes. See, a lot of times you got to understand that with all of this money coming in, they was raising our taxes to get more money, you all, so they can launder it. Yeah. But see, with shutting out the U.S. aid, with shutting it right on down, you all, they don't need all of this money. Additionally, the shutdown of U.S. aid follows additional damning disclosures of wrongdoing within the agencies. Okay. April 29th, here's an example. April 29, 2025, a federal indictment led to the arrest of a former project director from a North Carolina nonprofit organization for cheating U.S. aid out of almost $240,000 while working on a USA cooperative agreement in South Africa. This case featured false claims for housing allowance. So see, this is the small fry. This is the small fish. Yes, we need to get to the whales. $240,000 versus millions of dollars. I want the one that was funneling the millions of dollars. Okay? Yeah, the little small people, the little small fries, the little small fishes, they just got tangled up in the middle of all of this. But who's the one responsible for it? Funneling our money out. That's who we need to be arresting, okay? June 13, 2025, 4 men entering guilty pleas to a 10-year bribery scam involving more than $550 million in contracts, including 3 corporate executives and a USA government contract officer. At least 14 prime contracts were impacted by this plan. Now, if this was a plan by the contractors, who was giving money to the contractors to implement this plan? That's who we need to be getting. Yeah. We can get the contractors too, because they was helpers. But who started it? Who put it together? Yeah. And who was giving the money to these contractors? They need to be arrested too. Now, I want you all to take a minute. I'm not going to tell you to close your eyes because I want you to keep looking at me because I look cute in my little pinkish purplish colors. My purple, I believe this is like a purplish colors. You know, it can look pink to me, but look purple to y'all, depending on the lighting, okay? But it's like a nice little purplish color, and I think it look cute on me, all right? So I'm going to let you keep your eyes open so you can continue to see me. But I want you to imagine something. Imagine all of the money that's going to be saved with shutting down U.S. aid. Just imagine that. All of the money that's going to be saved. The reason why I want you all to imagine that is because the fraud is what raised the deficit. Yeah, the fraud is what raised the deficit, you all. The political corruption is what raised the deficit. Printing money and laundering it through NGOs, that's what raised the deficit, you all. Yeah. Their corruption, these people corruption is what raised the deficit. Funding illegal aliens is what raised the deficit. See, when you cut waste, fraud, and abuse from the system, then the system can operate efficiently without raising the deficit, delivering us all a surplus. Yeah. But us keeping more money in our pocket does not raise the deficit. That's why they got a little time limit on here to say this expires in 2028. It's our damn money that we keeping in our pocket. This money ain't coming from the government. All right. This is money that we're keeping in our pocket. And they want to say, well, this is all that you can make before we tax you again. It's going to end in 2028. They put limitation on the people for us to keep our money in our pocket. But this is the reason why they want to keep our money coming in to them so they can continue to launder it. President Trump is like, no, let the people keep their money. But no, they want the budget cut. It's going to raise the deficit. Americans keeping money in our pockets is not going to raise nobody's deficit because it's money that have not been counted in the government. It's money outside of the government. It's the American people money. And when we keep money in our pocket, that means more people won't be dependent on food stamps, won't be dependent on SNAP. Yeah, they can pay their own way when it comes down to their medical. They won't have to be governmental dependent then that means that the government won't need all this tax money from us to funnel and give to illegal damn aliens and tell us, well, Social Security is going to be running out soon. Medicare, oh, that funding is going to be running out soon. Yeah, as they continue to funnel the money back to their own pockets. Yeah, they think we're crazy, y'all. Thank you. It's our damn money. It's our money. We make it. We should be able to keep it. That's right, darling. That's right. That's right. Now listen, I'm going to pick this back up. I'm going to pick it back up when we come back for break, okay? So we'll be right back with more Diamond and Silk Chit Chat.
Whether it's being a weekend warrior or spending time with your family, feeling your best is the key to doing the things you love. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nirvanta. It's a natural solution designed to help you stay active and live well naturally. Nirvanta is a topical blend of all natural essential oils like frankincense, myrrh, and a proprietary gold standard plant stock extract. It's perfect for your hands, feet, knees, back, or anywhere else that needs a little extra care. Use Nirvanta proactively as part of your daily maintenance routine, and you're guaranteed you're going to feel the difference. Simply massage Nirvanta in for at least 60 seconds, 2 to 3 times a day to get the best results. And if you're not completely satisfied, you get your money back. No questions asked. There's simply no risk and no reason not to try Nirvanta today. Right now, you get 15% off with code Lindell exclusively at nirvantahealth.com. So stop reaching out for that medicine cabinet. Get Nirvanta instead and experience the difference. Go to nirvantahealth.com. Use code Lindell to get 15% off today. Nirvanta Health. Live well naturally. With everybody talking about making America healthy again, I thought today'd be a great day to talk to all my fellow patriots about the importance of making your homes healthy again. Well, we have proudly partnered with airwaterhealing.com and their revolutionary whole home air purification system. The V3 from Air Water Healing does 3,000 square feet of purification. It eliminates dust, mold, viruses, and odors. But here's the part I love. They require no filters to ever be changed and virtually no maintenance. Whether you suffer from asthma, allergies, seasonal bronchitis, or just want to protect your family from the flu or even greater threats, don't wait to get your V3 from airwaterhealing.com today. Use code Lindell for 20% off in savings and free shipping. That's promo code Lindell at airwaterhealing.com.
Friends, we all know the truth. Big Pharma and the federal bureaucracy have made a mess of healthcare in this country, and boy, that's an understatement. President Trump signed an executive order to bring prices down, and that's a great step. But we know that real change takes time. There's one pharmacy that is already stepping up. I want to tell you about All Family Pharmacy. They're not waiting. They're taking action now with a summer sale that gives you the power to take control of your health. Right now, through the end of June, you get 20% off site-wide, no insurance required. Did you hear that? 20% off, site-wide, no insurance required. They work with licensed doctors in all 50 states, and they ship fast, straight to your door. Whether it's ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, methylene blue, antibiotics, emergency kits, or your daily prescriptions, this is a time to stock up. If you believe in medical freedom, if you're tired of waiting for someone else to fix things, do what I do. Take action. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell and use promo code Lindell20, Lindell 20 for 20% off your entire order. That's allfamilypharmacy.com Lindell, promo code Lindell20. Let's protect our families, defend our freedom, and make America healthy again together.
And we are back, you all. Now, let's go ahead on and pick this thing right on back up, okay? Because we're talking about what? Our damn money. It's our money. It's our money that's already, we make it, we work hard for it, we keep it in our pocket. It's not raising the deficit. It ain't interfering with the budget. Yeah, no. It's not interfering with the budget as well, okay? All right? So, us keeping our money in our pockets, let me tell you what it does. It severely reduces the waste, the fraud, and the abuse. Yeah. It severely reduces the waste, the fraud, and the abuse because there wouldn't be a lot of additional money for the corrupt politicians to launder and funnel. No. Us keeping money in our pocket, that's right. It takes away from them to be able to funnel and launder money. Yeah, and they don't like that. Yeah. That's the reason why, once again, they put a cap on everything. No, this only can happen just a little bit. Because we got to make sure we keep that money coming up in here so we can go ahead on and have set up all these different programs and keep that money funneling back. And we can just go ahead on and keep getting rich. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. Now, I was reading here while, at the commercial break, somebody said they're now saying that he's taking food out of children's mouths. Yeah. But look at all of the mouths of children that these politicians, look at the food that they've taken out of American children's mouth by replacing, don't get me started. You replace American citizen jobs with illegal aliens working for low wages. Yeah. You just kick American citizens out of their house while housing illegal aliens. Yeah. You allow illegal aliens to get on our welfare systems while the average American person can barely get food stamps. Oh, yeah. So you concerned about them taking food out of children's mouth. Which children are you talking about? Yeah. And keep in mind that if the parent is working and they are keeping more money in their pockets, then they'll be able to feed their babies. They'll be able to feed their children. Yeah. But you old greedy ass politicians, you want to keep sucking, just get more. We want more money. They're going to raise the taxes. We need more taxes. What you think you doing? Huh? Yeah. I know the 4th of July is right here. It's Independence Day. Yeah. But we got a lot of politicians that want us dependent on the government. They want us dependent on their government so they can control us. They want to control you. That's exactly what they want to do. So now they want, he's taking food out of children's mouths. But what are you doing when you're raising the taxes on people that's working and can barely make ends meet? And after you take all of these taxes out of their paychecks, now they barely have enough to keep the lights on. They got to make a choice, food or lights, food or roof over my head. They got to make those decisions and those choices because you greedy bastards done took all of the taxes out of people's checks that done worked hard all week long. But President Trump wants you to keep more money in your pocket, in your household, so you will be able to feel like somebody. You'll be able to take care of your own family, and you won't have to be dependent. You won't have to be dependent on these social programs. And then what'll happen, you all, with more people being off of these social programs, that opens up more money. That opens up more money for what? The surplus. It will not raise the deficit, but they don't want you all to know that. They don't want y'all to know that. No, they want to be able to control you. They want your July the 4th to be Dependence Day instead of Independence Day. We got to learn how to be independent. Y'all got to learn how to be independent around here. When I saw Jim Crow Joe Biden, I saw that the eggs was gone. The grocery prices was so high. I said, oh, Lord, I'm going to have to get prepared because there's a famine coming to the land. They're killing up all of the cows. They shooting them up with all of these mRNA vaccines and all of this other different junk. They are poisoning the meat. They're poisoning the food. They're poisoning the water. They're poisoning the air. I'm going to have to do something for myself because a sister loves to eat. Yeah. And I went ahead and I got me some chickens. I got me some chickens. Yeah, I got my roosters, got my chickens, and got my eggs. Yeah. And I got 2 hens there. Well, I have about 4 hens, but I'll just keep the story down to the 2 hens. They got 4 little bitties. They sat on them eggs. I mean, diligently, you are. They sat there on those eggs, and guess what? They got them 4 little bitties there. All right, so that's the reproduction. That's the God natural order. Didn't nobody go chop off the rooster woodpecker and say, no, we just go figure out if these eggs can reproduce. No, the eggs had to be fertilized with the rooster. Yeah. That's why you talking about your chickens and your rooster, because I had to use my common sense and get ready just in case they stole this next election. Yeah, and that idiot Kamala got in. And then she'll be like a puppet running around here like Puppet Joe. Yeah, so that's what I had to do for myself. Yeah. So I had to be independent. So I wouldn't have to be dependent on this evil behind government that seeks to just destroy America, destroy Americans, and funnel in these illegal aliens. That's right. So you all wake up and smell the doggone carpet. Yes, I know. I know that President Trump, I know he's in there and he's doing the best that he can. But we still got evil-minded fools behind the scenes trying to do everything that they can to thwart President Trump's agenda. We got rhino Republicans behind the scenes trying to stop President Trump. Here's my deal. If these politicians have a problem with all of this other stuff in the bill, remove it and just codify President Trump's executive order. Then we can solve all of the problems. Then y'all can go fight over all of this other stuff. Okay? You can fight. Don't add no provision. Don't bring in no parliamentarian. Yeah, don't bring in no advisor. Don't have your backdoor meeting. Just codify President Trump's executive order, and then everything else y'all can fight about later. Because he wants to do this here stuff for the will of the American people. That's what President Trump is all about. And you got these evil Republicans. Yeah, we already know Democrats is dumb. We already know they dumb as hell. But you got some evil GOP Republicans trying to stop what President Trump wants to do for the will of the people. Yes. And so now I know that they still voting on this thing with you all. If they re-air this show, the big, beautiful bill may have already gone through. I don't know. Okay. But it is July the 2nd. Okay. I'm giving you the date. So you know when I did this show and why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I don't know what's out there. I can't look at social media and talk to y'all at the same time right now. All right. I got to be in my thoughts so I can tell you all what's going on and educate y'all. Now, I understand that one thing these Democrats, well, like I say, we already know about the Republicans. They voted against lowering the taxes. And giving you a bigger paycheck. They don't want you all to have a bigger paycheck. They don't want you all to have lower taxes. If they can get 90% of the money you make, they will do that. They call themselves taxing the rich. Now, y'all, don't believe the hype. When they talk about we gonna tax the rich, what they're doing is making sure you stay under this amount. So if they tax the rich 90%, they're gonna tax you 89%. Do you see how that works? Don't fall for the okie doke. So the Democrats, they voted against lowering taxes. Yeah, they don't want to extend President Trump's tax cuts. And they also voted against you getting a bigger check because they want you dependent on them. They also voted against, this is the Democrats, they voted against stronger border security. Yeah. They voted against the building of the border wall. They voted against that, you all. This is what look, all I can do is just call them right on out. They voted against protecting Medicaid for American citizens who need it and who's eligible for it. See, I keep hearing all of these people. One thing they kept saying on the floor, they kept referring to SNAP and Medicaid. That's what they kept. He's kicking all of these people. They said he's kicking all of these people off of Medicaid, but they never say who the people are. These are people who are ineligible for Medicaid that's being cut for Medicaid. The people that's eligible for Medicaid ain't being cut. He's not cutting Medicaid or Medicare. He's cutting the illegal aliens, the ones who's ineligible to receive Medicaid. He's cutting them from it. That's part of the fraud. That's part of the waste. That's part of the abuse. And he's cutting that. Yeah. But I didn't hear now one of them on the floor. I didn't hear now one of them on the House floor say anything about how the people that is on the system illegally are the ones that's getting taken off. I didn't hear him say anything. Them say anything about that, but that's what's going on. President Trump is not cutting anybody's Medicaid. He's just removing the people, the illegal aliens who are not eligible to be on Medicaid. He's removing them from the system. All right. They also voted against modernizing air traffic control. Yeah. This allowed President Trump to completely overhaul and improve the systems, you all, to keep Americans flying safely and efficiently. Democrats say, hold on, we don't care about the American people flying. No, we only care about flying illegal aliens to all of these different states and putting them in the different districts that we need to put them in, the different states we need to put them in, so that we can take and count their body as a body, and then we can add more people to the House. Yeah, that's all that we care about. We don't care about the American people flying safely, or efficiently. Yeah, so they voted against that. They voted against revolutionizing the nation's defense, the Golden Dome. They voted against that, you all. They don't care about the American people, America's house being protected. Now, while all of these demonic, elitist individuals live behind their picket fences and their vineyards, yeah, while they live at all of their high spaces, their secured, guarded security property. Yeah. They want America house wide open to God knows who, what, where, why, and what for. Yeah, they want our house just open up. Just letting all of these illegals, letting all of these criminals allow them to run rapid here in America. But President Trump wants a Golden Dome, yes, missile defense shield to protect America. Yeah. They also voted against protecting, the Democrats also voted against protecting family farmers. Okay, now this bill prevents punitive double taxation from hitting 2 million family farms. And the Democrats voted against that. Yeah, they also voted against unleashing American energy dominance. The Democrats don't want us to be energy dominance anymore. They don't want us to be there. That's why Joe Biden shut it all down when they allowed him, stowed him into the White House. He did it via executive order. He shut down our energy production. He shut down our pipelines, our gas pipelines. He shut them down because they wanted us to be dependent and not independent. Yeah. They don't want that. They want us to go back. The Democrats want us to go back to Biden era when our country was in a doggone slump and a dump. That's what they want. Yeah. The Democrats voted against reversing runaway spending. Yeah. This slashed the deficit, you all, by over $2 trillion and rescinds billions of dollars in wasteful funds for Biden's Green New Deal scam. You all, that Green New Deal scam. It shut all of that down. Yeah, Democrats, they's like, no, we don't want those funds reversed. We want everything to remain as usual, as normal, so we can continue to funnel funds through this, through that. We can say, oh, we need a new deal. We're going to go out here and we're going to fight Mother Nature. We're going to control the air you breathe, the gas that's released from the ass of a cow. Yeah, no more farting cows. We can't have no more farting cows, because if we have the farting cows, oh my God, it's going to be global warming. Yes, it's going to be global warming. We're going to get so hot around here, it's going to blow up the sun and blow up the earth. All of these lies that they continue to spew and throw money at it to say, oh, it's an issue here. This world done been here for all of this time, and now, oh no, they want to fight Mother Nature and throw all this money at Mother Nature. No, we're going to fight your Mother Nature. No, we're going to fight your climate. We're going to fight the climate. Yeah. Why don't they fight this modification of the weather? Why don't they stop? Why don't they stop just modifying the weather? Yeah. Fight against that. But no, they want to fight for it. So they take all our millions of dollars and allocate it to all of this stuff. You got, like I said, you got a lobster running on a treadmill, you all underwater. They got put money to all of that different stuff. Yep. Don't forget about the mice. They got all of this different stuff with the mice. They studying this. They studying that. They chopping off men penis and putting all of these different things to look for JJ in there. See, we gonna see if this man can get pregnant. He don't even have a uterus, but we gonna spend money and allocate to see if he can get pregnant. They're just doing dumb stuff with American tax dollars. And they fighting against us as American citizens having more money in our pockets. Now keep in mind, like I said before, this money is not coming from the government. This is our hard working money that we're keeping in our pockets. So like Social Security, the reason why they have to do a deduction instead of no tax on Social Security, they have to make it as a deduction, is because that money is coming from the Social Security system and going out to you. But the no tax on tips, the no tax on overtime, that money hadn't even made it to the government for them to turn around and give it back to us. You follow me? Y'all follow me? Yeah. So it's our money that's already in our pocket. It ain't going to raise no deficit because it ain't even being counted for. Okay? So don't let these people continue to lie to you all. Don't let them continue to control the narrative with their lies. All them Democrats were sitting up there in Congress on the floor. It wasn't a whole lot of Republicans there, and I don't fault them. The Republicans didn't feel like going along with their foolery, because all they're going to do is just sit there and say, oh, Trump. Oh, they're going to call it a cult. They call it all these different names, and they just go on and on and on. But they failed to tell you that it's these illegal aliens that these Democrats allowed on our systems, you all, that's causing the deficit to go up. It's the money and laundering. Yeah, all of these millions upon millions of dollars to their pet projects that's causing the deficit to go up. Why? Because they're printing the money and they're finding the gold to pay for it later. And guess who the gold is? We are. Our tax dollars is the gold. That's why they keep raising the taxes, because they need more money for their bull crap. Now listen, you all. I've already done gave my spiel about it. The truth is the truth. You got some ammunition to go out there and clap back for people that have questions about anything. Just continue to snap back and clap back. That's all you got to do. Clap right on back. Now listen, don't forget, you all, to go to diamondsilkstore.com, get the Diamond Silk bobblehead memorabilia. I'm giving it to you for $10. And don't forget, every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we start what we're doing and we pray. I pray for you. You pray for me. We pray for each other. Pray for President Donald J. Trump and pray for God to heal the land. So in the meantime and in between time, I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Diamond Silk Chit Chat Live. Bye-bye.